What's going on, everybody? My name is Jarrett and I'm a flexologist at the Stretch Lab in Morristown. In today's video, we are going to be going over a couple of different ways you can release your hamstrings. All right, they're a common muscle that's tight on just about everyone just because of daily life. We're sitting down all the time and they're in this kind of shortened position just like this, and it definitely causes a lot of problems if you are running or just in your daily life if your hamstrings are tight. So the first thing that we're going to do is go up and down. All right, so we're going to be reaching up to the sky and then coming down as far as you possibly can. Right, 1, we'll go to 10. Come all the way up, reach up as high as you can, and then tuck the chin in. You're rolling your spine all the way down. Boom. 2. 3. If you notice when I'm doing this, I am pushing my hips back, so I'm getting an even greater stretch in the hamstring. So I'm coming up, and then I'm pushing the hips back as I'm coming down. 4. Try and keep the legs relatively straight. If there's a slight bend in the knees, that's not going to matter at all. You really want to make sure you're pushing those hips back though. 5. Inhale. 6. 5. On this last one, we're just going to hold, all right? So hold down as far as you can go. If you can go a little bit further and you need some help, just take your hands, put them on the calves or at the bottom of the calves and pull yourself in. Really, really tuck the chin in. You'll start to feel that in the lower back. All right, so you're getting a hamstring release and a little bit in the lower back when you tuck that chin in. And we're going to stay here 15 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. There we go. All right, and the next one, we're going to be going back and forth with the hips. All right, so here, hips are going to go back and your arms are going to go straight out. So we're here, we're going hips back, and then arms are coming out. And we'll take one breath here, and then come up to the top. All right, so that one you should really, really feel about in the middle of your hamstring all the way up to the bottom of your butt, kind of like that portion of your hamstrings. We'll go again, we're going to 5. So pushing those hips back, 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 back. Arms are going forward. 2. Again, same deal. 3. 1 more, 2 more actually. Hips go back. 4. 1 more. Hips go back. 5. There we go. On the next one, we're going to open up the groin muscles a little bit. So here we're just going to make the legs wider, just like this. And we're going to do the same exact thing. So my legs are wider, and I'll turn to the side just so you can see again. All right, so right here, hips are going back, hips back, and then come up. This one will be a little bit quicker, all right? So in this one, you'll feel it in the hamstrings again, but also you'll feel it in the groin a little bit too, all right? This one, we'll go to 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. All right, on the next one, we'll be sitting down. Boom. So from here, we're going out. Basically on this one, you're going as wide as you can, so get your legs nice and wide. Then you can use your hands to kind of push yourself out. We will go across the body. So we're going with the left hand over towards the right toes. So I'm coming over this way. Now, you're gonna feel that in the hamstrings and in the groin here. If you're a little bit more flexible or you want an extra challenge, you can go over the top of the head, all right, still reaching for those toes, so you can come over this way and you'll start to get a little bit of stretch here, or you can stay here, right? We have 30 seconds and we're just gonna hold this here. You're really reaching your chest down toward that knee, or your side this way, down towards that knee. If you want a little bit of an extra stretch, you can take your toes and pull them back towards you while you're coming down. And just breathe it out. We got 10 more seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. There we go. We'll come up and then we'll go over to the other side. Same exact thing. So we're coming over here, reach across, 30 seconds. Again, you can take those toes, draw them back. You'll get a little bit more of an intense stretch. Always making sure you're breathing, nice deep breaths. We got about 10 more seconds. And 1, there we go. On the next one, we're going both feet together and we're going straight down, just reaching out as far as you possibly can, and then just hold that there. Again, make sure you're still breathing. We're about halfway. See if you can go down a little bit further. And 1, there we go. On the next one, we're gonna go right knee is on the ground, and then left heel is out, all right? From here, we're leaning forward, all right? We're leaning forward this way. Now, on this one, maybe your hamstring flexibility is not that great, and you can't get all the way down here. Well, what you can do is shorten it up just a little bit, so you can bring your heel in a little bit closer to you, and then lean forward, all right? So you're still getting a stretch in that hamstring, all right? Also, if you need something like yoga blocks, or you can get like a book or something, or a couple of books, you can hold just like this, right? And then from here, we're just coming down, right? We're gonna hold this one. We got 20 seconds here. I really want you to focus on your breathing on this one, all right? 20 seconds. You're thinking about getting that nose all the way down to the knee, and then as you loosen up, you can get that leg a little bit straighter and a little bit straighter. Ten seconds. one. There we go. We switch sides. Same exact thing. Also, when you're doing this, if you find that you're kind of off balance, you can make your legs wider. So I would take this knee a little bit more outside and then come out this way. All right? And just focusing on that stretch. Try not to fidget around too much. Just breathe into the stretch. Five seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. There we go. All right. On the next one, we're going to go legs out wide. Get that out of the way. Legs are out wide. And then we're going down, but we're also going to reach behind you. All right. So I'm here, just like this. And then I am reaching behind me. If I can go a little bit out, a little bit further out, and you're reaching behind you, just like that. If you're not that low, that's perfectly fine. If you're up here, you're just still reaching down, you're reaching behind you, all right? You get to your level. Once you get to your level, we're going to hold that there for 30 seconds, all right? Just hold that there. If you want a little bit more stretch and you're down and your weight is supported on your hands, you can lean back a little bit further and just breathe it out. We got 30 seconds here. Twenty seconds. 10. 3, 2, and 1. There it is. All right. We got one last stretch, and this is going to be, again, for the growing muscles, the adductors, all right? So on this one, we're going to start with the left knee down on the ground, and your right leg is going to be out nice and straight. Okay? So my left knee is down on the ground, and then my right leg is out nice and straight. All right? Now, from here, all I'm going to do is stick my hips backwards. Right? You can come down to the elbows or keep up here. We're just going to stick the hips back and forward. Right? This one we're rocking back and forth. All right? We're just going back and forth. Also making sure that this foot that's on the ground, that one is completely flat on the ground, all right? We don't want any of this. This is just a knee injury waiting to happen. Get to the point where your foot is nice and flat on the ground and we are leaning back, all right? We're going back and forth. We got about 10 more seconds and then we'll switch sides. 3, 2, and 1. There we go. We come down. And do the same thing on the other side. That knee is down, out, and then we're going back and forth. Back and forth. All right? If you need more stretch, you could just make the legs wider. There we go. Or just lean back further, drop down to the elbows. Again, we're still leaning back and forth. You're feeling that stretch all in here. Making sure you're still breathing. We'll go 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. There we go. All right. I'll give the legs a second to recover, and then we got one more stretch, and then that's going to be it. Again, we're going to stretch out the adductors and the groin, but this time we're just going to do them both at the same exact time. Kind of looks like a frog stretch. All right? So there are a couple different ways to do this stretch. All right? One way is you're here, just like this, both palms are on the ground, and you're pushing with your elbows out. All right? So if you're really, really tight, you might want to use that one if it's a pain to get into the other position. But also, you can do this version where both your knees are on the ground, just like this. You are nice and wide, and then we're here. All right? So you can come up to your hands or your elbows. I would suggest the elbows, you get a little bit better of a stretch. And from here, we're just rocking back and forth again. All right, we're gonna rock back and forth for 10 seconds, and then we're gonna hold in the tightest position for 20. All right, so kind of get everything to open up a little bit. Just breathe it out, breathe it out. And then find that sticking point. Once you get to that sticking point, we're gonna hold this here 20 seconds. Just work on the breathing, try to relax into the stretch. You're thinking about sitting back into your heels. See if you can make the legs just the tiniest bit wider. We got 8 more seconds, just breathe. 3, 2, and 1. There we go. Slowly come out of that one. That's an intense stretch. And there we go. That's the hamstring series. Hope that helps you guys out. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.